Guys, welcome to next tutorials on JavaScript. In this tutorial, we will talk about functions in JavaScript. I will take my time to explain every bit of functions, how it works, and how it's created in these tutorials. So before I proceed on, I want to make you assured that function is the most important part of every programming language. Okay, so if you're able to understand how function works, how you can create and use it, you can make more logic in your code and you can easily get familiar with all other part of JavaScript. So without wasting my time, let's see or look at what a function is. Okay, so in today's lesson we will talk about these are objectives. 1, meaning of a function. 2, function syntax. 3, function invocation. 4, function return. 5, difference between function parameters and function argument. Okay, so if you're able to understand all these points I've listed above, you'll find yourself very easier as you move on to this course. Okay, so now let's see the meaning of a function. Okay, so as the name implies, a function, let me give you a description. It says that a function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. Okay, so any code that you write and you tell it to do a certain task, it is called a function. So looking at this picture over here, you can see that a function, we can see that this is how a function is being created or used behind the scene. So first of all, you have the input. Okay, and a function can accept some input or not, but normally function accept input or it cannot, but for the meantime a function accepts input. Okay, so what you feed into your function is what it will give it to you. So whatever you put into your function, and inside the function, this rectangular box, it will perform all the logic. So all your logic must be inside this function, in this rectangular shape. Okay, the top funnel, which is x, input x, is what you are going to put in the value, and inside the rectangular part is where your logic or the processing of the code will be triggered, and at the end it will give you your answer or output. Okay, so I can see that within this rectangular shape is what you are going to put your logic in. So now I think when I show you code, it should be more clear for you to understand what it's all about. Okay, so and one important part of function is what? Code reusability. That's dry, don't repeat yourself. Okay, but for now let's take it like that. So without wasting my time, let's talk about a function syntax. Okay, function syntax. And a JavaScript function is created with a function keyword followed by a name followed by parentheses. Okay, and a function names can contain letters, digits, underscores, and dollar signs. Same rules as variables. As you remember, variables, I told you how you can use some names to construct the variables, same as what functions. And the parentheses may include names separated by commas. Okay, I'll talk about parameters as we move on. Okay, and the code to be executed by the function is placed inside a curly bracket. Okay, now let's see how all these things work together. Okay, good. So as always I do, I have created my dummy project for the demonstration. I've named my folder called functions, and then JavaScript file, there's nothing inside, and I have connected my JavaScript to my HTML file like so. So if you don't have it, you can create your own folder, your HTML and your JavaScript file. Let's connect. So I assume that you are on the same page. So now let me close other tabs here, and sorry, let me open the app.js and then my index.html, and I have opened my index.html here, sorry, here on my other screen. So let me open the console. My command will be option command I. If you don't have When we're using Mac, we can go to here, come here, more tools, and then developer tools. Okay, and inside here there's nothing, so we're going to observe or see all our output inside our console. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger here, like so. Okay, so now let's start from the first function, how we create. But before that, I want to point out some changes that I'm going to make using some strange keywords I've never shown you before. Okay, and previously I used to make use of var keyword. Okay, but in the current version of JavaScript, we have what is called const. Okay, const, and this one const. It works the same as var, but it's a little different the way it works. And let, okay, sorry, these three keywords work the same. Okay, but there's some difference between them. But for now, I don't want to feed more information, so assume that now, just assume that let and const work the same way. So instead of var, I will stick to const or let. Okay, good. And I will talk about types of functions, every function that starts. So for now, let me use the var one first, and then maybe I can switch to using const. Okay, so the first says that how to create. So let me make here syntax of JavaScript function. Sorry. So the first keyword is word called function keyword. Okay, as we write var, the function keyword like so, and the name of your function. Mine of function will be greeting. Okay, like so. And if you go back to the PowerPoint presentation, you see that the function name must be followed by a name and a parenthesis. Okay, and the name can be digits, underscores, or $sign. Okay, so it can be $sign like so, greeting, and your parenthesis and your curly braces like so. So this is how you create a function. So I will stick to just variable name like so. Okay, so first write a function keyword and the name of your function, and you bring your parenthesis and your curly braces like so. This is how a function is what created. Okay, so if you go back here, you can see that the name, that's our greeting. Okay, and include what is called parameters. Okay, so here the function keyword and the name of a function, and then your parenthesis and your curly braces. So this is how a function works. Okay, so now inside here is what you call make your logic. Okay, make your logic. So here we can simply say console.log hi everyone. Okay, hi everyone, like as my greeting. Okay, so now when you go to my console, refresh it, you see nothing yet. Okay, so first of all, we make use of the function keyword and the name and our parentheses and our curly braces like so, and inside is what you make your own logic, what you want the function to do. Okay, so let's move on to the presentation and show you other stuffs too, how it works. So the next one is what is called function parameters are listed inside parentheses in the function definition. Function arguments are the values received by the function when it's invoked. Okay, so for now I don't want to feed you with this ideas for now. So now when a function is created, okay, now I'll make here created. Okay, and how to make use of the function. Okay, and this is called invocation. Okay, or normally called it is equal to, let's say, invocation. How to invoke invocation, let me say invoke or calling the function. Okay, calling the function. Okay, so how do you call it? You always bring the name of your function. You write the name of your function, greeting, and then bring your curly braces like so. So when you do this and go to our browser, refresh it, you can see we have hi everyone. So when you create a function, then you have to use the function, okay, by calling it. So this is how you call it: the name of your function and bring your parentheses like so. So this is how we create what? A function. Okay, I don't want to feed you more information about function for now. This is how a function is created. Okay, so in the next tutorials we will work on functions again and look at some terminologies and other stuff a function can do and what we can do. So let's catch up in the next tutorials. Thank you.